All right, quick things, Gabe. I don't know if you're in chat or not, but be careful, like aggressively peeking this. You don't have a mercy, so if you like get caught once, like you're dead, right? And like so for the most part, right? Like you know they're running double sniper. You've been in this lobby for more than 20 seconds at this point, right? Or more than 15 seconds, and like you peek this angle when your Sigma wasn't necessarily shielding. Then you peek this angle, right? And now we're peeking this angle, and like we're just being really greedy with our peaks. And there's a very good chance that someone can just like walk out here and kill us, right? Um, or like we'll just have it just killed us right here during when we're crossing, right? So be really careful of this stuff, especially when you don't have mercy.
For your safety, please move behind the barrier.
And again, we want to establish crossfire. So your Hanzo's been playing the high ground the whole time, so you don't want to play the low ground angle that's right next to him, right? You want to play like all the way out here even, right? Or out here, right? And that means that like they can't shield both you and the Hanzo at the same time. It's like physically impossible unless they like really compromise the positioning for it, right? Or like even up here, right? This spot's still okay. It's not the best, right? It's okay, right? But you just want to hold a really long angle that's very far away from Foosh. That's kind of the goal here. Right, so you transition here eventually, right? Which is good. This is a pretty aggressive flank. When you're leaving, you should probably like put a Venom mine here, because like they just Sonic'd it, and then someone might chase after you, especially when they see you're not looking at it. Nice shot. Mine is fine. Again, be careful with these peaks. You get a kill here, which is good, but just be like, don't overstay your welcome, you know.
Team up for special attack.
No one can hide from my sight.
Another quick thing on defense: be careful. Even if you like dramatically out, like you feel like you got your walls way faster than the other Widow. Unless you're confident you can build 2 walls before she gets walls. On defense, you need to be very careful about just using your walls to get walls to advantage another Widow. Because like as defense, you'd much rather trade your walls for their walls than you would on offense. On offense, if they use their walls, you just sit there and you wait, and then 15 seconds later you use your own walls, and now you have perma walls advantage, right? Um, So this offense likes staggering the walls, right? They make it so like each both widows have like never have walls at the same time. That way, because on offense you can just wait, right? On defense, right? Like that wasn't a bad usage of walls, but the main thing is on defense. A lot of the times you just want to trade walls with their walls. They pop walls, you pop your walls, and just sit there waving at each other, right? Because if nothing happens on defense, you're happy, right? One shot and you're moving. I like this. Don't be greedy.
Attention to mes pieds.
Nice shot. Nice shot. You know, sometimes Widow just be like this. I would like to see you pushing the envelope more, right? Like maybe grappling a little bit earlier, but for the most part, this is fine.
A legend falls.
I don't know. This is fun so far.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Do we full hold again? If you full, oh wait, they kept first, right? They go to second.
Watch
Okay. Yeah. Again, you're just overstaying your welcome. You're playing too wide, right? And again, you're basically playing the same angle as Foosh, right? So this is a very easy angle for him to play because in order to shoot you, he's not scared about being shot by Foosh, right? He's just sitting in this doorway, right? Whereas if you're playing over here, right, in order to shoot you, right, you'd have to play like he'd have to like cross in front. They made it to third. Oh, okay. They'd have to cross out here, and Foosh could like kill them on the way in or something like that, right? So you just want to play further away from Foosh. So that way it's harder for the Hanzo to actually shoot you safely.
Let them up.
Here I am.
Oh, we won that fight. Nice. Again, like you kind of just want to stick here for like early poke, right? And then you leave. Like this angle is really aggressive, and they have monkey now, which is like now not only are you getting pressured by the monkey, but you're not punishing the rest of the team who will walk in when the monkey jumps, right? When the monkey jumps, people do stuff, right? And that's what you want to be punishing, right? So you don't want to get jumped at by the monkey. So like you walk out here, you take one shot and you go even deeper instead of running away preemptively, and now you're not in position to cut off the rotation. Right, so let's look at what the enemy team's doing. People crossing. Second guy crossing, right? And if you're just here already, right? Like this is like a free kill. Don't get greedy looking for like early picks, right? They're good, right? But it needs to be like that's part of like a rotation. Like sometimes you do it, sometimes they don't, so they always have to respect you, right? But they don't you're not doing it all the time, right? Bye world. Again, when you grappled over here, you were hidden for a second. So just chill, wait for the monkey to do something, then make a play, right?
Here I am.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Got you good as new.
No one can hide from my sight.
They have Sonic on you. There's no reason to hold your walls anymore though. That's awkward. I prefer to ask for orb here.
Regen up.
Yeah, Widow's not very good on second, as you're probably experiencing right now. It's a little rough.
Winston reporting. Excuse me. Let the dragon consume you.
My dragon. On the tree. Alright, go into third. Shot. Try. I shot. No one's even looking at you. I shot. I shot. Feel very useful right now. I try. Alright, again, don't be afraid to mix up your angle, right? They know you've been up here for a while. They're gonna walk out of spawn looking at you. So like, what if you just drop and peek this side instead, right? Or come out here, right? Get a slightly different angle, right? You always have grapple to come back up. Click head simulator, yep.
No one can hide from
Walls are
my
okay, but you really...
sight.
The problem with this walls, right, is that they're sitting in spawn, which means that there's no reason for them not to just sit in spawn for 15 seconds, right? So what you want to do, right, is you want to wait for them to like walk up, and as the Rhine gets here, you pop walls, because now they have to now they puts them into a dilemma, right? They have to decide whether or not they want to push through your walls and deal with the possibility of getting a headshot and the backline not being able to move and stuff like that, right? The whole fight. Or, right, just try and back up and waste time when they spent all this time getting here in the first place, right? So you really want to wait until they're like semi-committed, right? At least semi-committed, if not fully committed, and then you pop walls, and now it's very hard for them to play the game, right? This walls is just too early. Last time, do you remember all the previous walls you had, right? The previous walls you had were like, the only one I remember anyways. I think there was one in second I don't remember, but the one popped walls here, when you came up to here, you were pinned down, right? But there was a lot of stuff going on. So you popped walls, and then both hit scans, right? Both their snipers hid from you. They just hid for you, and then hid from you, and they lost the fight, right? Do you remember that? And that's the power of like popping walls when they're committed to an action, right? This is not very committed, right? They're so dumb. These these supports are so bad. But they don't need to do this. That's my bigger point. They don't even need to move. They can just wait out your whole walls or rotate behind a Rhine shield safely. right? And now your walls. Oh my god. Yeah, and again, you're not mixing your position very much. They're just spamming you until they eventually catch you. Kind of unlucky headshot, but at the same time, like you didn't need to be there.
60 seconds remaining.
Now you have my
The walls also let you flank more aggressively, so you can start upper walls and then drop and then go somewhere else, and they would probably want to see that coming. They'll be hiding from you, and then you suddenly you'll be in front of them, kill them, or from the side or whatever. A shot.
30 seconds remaining.
I don't like this grapple. You didn't have any information, right? You want to wait for stuff to happen, right? Just chill, right? Relax, wait for things to happen, then grapple, right? Or get information, right? You know there's a Hans in this general vicinity, but you have no idea where he actually is, right? It's a little okay because they don't have Widow, but it's still not really the best. Because now you don't have grapple for 10 seconds if you need it. Nice shot. Right, a grapple right now gives you full view of everything, and you already roughly know where people are, right?
10 seconds remaining. Overtime.
Let them out.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Alright, we're chilling. Yeah, I think you probably had the rune to be a bit more creative with your angles. You kind of just played the entire last half on this side of the map. That said, this spot's really strong, so you should spend the majority of your time here, but don't be afraid to like mix it up and take other angles. Especially when you have walls. Like you pop walls and then just rotate somewhere else, and they probably don't see it coming most of the time. Walls timing could use a little bit of work. The only times you walls, your walls were like looked good were when like you were under pressure, so it was just like it was in the middle of the fight already. But like you have a tendency to just pop walls as like as soon as you like want information, but like you want walls, you really want walls to like paralyze their fight, right? So they walk up and then they're like walls, and then suddenly the sport's like, what do I do? Do I help my Rhino or do I like stand here and not move, right? You can just zone a ton of people out with walls, and then you can just win out the fight out that pressure alone. Walls are really strong. What else? Angles, you had a tendency to like drift towards Fuchsia's angle for an early pick, and then you wouldn't rotate out in time. And again, that getting an early pick is good, but it's not the primary point of Widow. So if you have to sacrifice a lot of things for that early pick, like your position, your start of fight positioning, that's not really the best. So most of the time, what you want is to play standard positions and then mix in a couple early peaks. So that way they like you get a couple kills and they're not expecting it, and then you make them respect you for the entire rest of the round, right? And you do it maybe once more just to like keep them on their toes, right? But you just when you want to like sort of like mix in these like early peaks for early peaks for picks, kind of sparsely, and you like but just enough to make them respect you, right? Anyways, I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. I don't know. Widow's pretty simple. Yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And I will end the VOD here.